guys, and welcome back. Today I'm coming to you from the Tokyo Auto Salon 2019. So this is Asia's equivalent of, say, SEMA, and Asia's equivalent of SM Motor Show, which I've covered in my previous vlogs. Japanese people are really into individuality. They do some crazy stuff with their cars. So I'm really excited to have a look around the show and see what we can find.
Ryan Little.
We're at 3D Design stand. 3D Design are a Japanese tuner who specialise in BMWs, and the first car that I can see on their stand is a freshly built Studious M2 competition with the full 3D design package. So it's got the full aero, including the rear diffuser, 3D design exhaust, the carbon tips, 20-inch wheels, RRemember brakes, and they've gone for a red pinstripe around the car. The interior's also been customized with Studious logos and their floor mats. The most aggressive thing about this car is actually the bonnet. I've never seen anything like this on a BMW before. It looks really cool. So I believe this is 3D Design's debut of most of these parts. A really good job of it. I really love the Hockenheim silver as well. And that is 3D Design's debut of the F90 in Japan. Again, full 3D design aero package, wheels. So the same interior as my car. Again, like the AC Schnitzer car I covered, it's got a big wing on the back, which I'm not a massive fan of, but the car looks pretty good. 3D design parts do fit amazingly well. So Japanese are famed for doing some really crazy stuff with their cars. This is an Aventador, which has got a wide body on it. It has no headlights because they've put some LEDs there instead. It takes a lot of guts to do something like this, and I think they just have the attitude that we're going to do it and we don't really care what anyone thinks. I mean, this is a modified Pagani Zonda, I guess, with a roof box and some wide body Ferrari. I can't tell what the base of these cars are. I guess it's like a 355 or something. But again, that actually looks pretty good. and you don't want your kids to be left out, so you know, you can buy a little electric car for them. Over at Liberty Walk stand, there's a car I wanted to check out, but it's probably not what you think it would be. It's actually that Suzuki Jimny over there. So they've got the G-Wagon with the Liberty Walk kit, and they've got the Suzuki Jimny, which looks amazingly like a little G-Wagon. I think it looks really cool, and I think this car in 2019 is actually going to be very popular. There's a lot of Japanese tuners who have made body kits for this car. Mainly like over fenders and different aggressive looking bumpers, and something about them, it's like a little G-Wagon, a little Defender, something that's slightly utilitarian but actually looks really cool at the same time. So I think you're going to see a lot of this car this year from various tuners. It's an interesting M4 over on the work stand. I've never seen that bonnet before. Looks pretty cool. I think this is very well executed. Looks fairly tameish from the outside. It's stripped inside. Buckets, cage, KMP steering wheel. I really like that. That's cool.
ここで積載で、まあその積載でここで積むんであれば、まあ結構
Different rear bumper as well. I don't think I've seen that before.
やっぱりあれダンリムで
This is a car a lot of people are waiting for, a new Toyota Supra, which, as you guys probably know, is based on the BMW Z4. So Toyota and BMW have done a joint program developing this car, and this car also actually has the B58 engine in it, which we're quite familiar with. That's in the M140i and M240i. But a part of me thinks that that's a bit of a tame effort at a Supra compared to the old one, when realistically it should have been something like this. Maybe not so quite wild with the wings, but definitely slightly wider. But look at that. How long is it going to take until we get a road going version of this car? Knowing the Japanese guys, I don't think very long. That is sick. There's quite a few of these around. There's a Lexus SUV with some wild body kits. Almost looks like a big hatchback. It's been lowered so much. Oh wow, check that out. Some crazy light show going on front of it. Just like at SEMA, you will see absolutely anything modified. They don't leave anything alone. So that's a Ferrari super fast, some Forgiato wheels and a subtle body kit. And you've got the Rolls Royce next to it. And then a Cullinan. Now, I don't like these in particular. I think they look too much like a London cab, but somehow this is pulling something off. The front end's particularly ugly for me anyway. I think its best angle is around the back. But I mean, in white, with some nice wheels, that actually looks pretty good. Let's have a look at the back. See that? From that angle, that looks good. And the interiors are absolutely stunning, as you would expect from Rolls-Royce. So Bond Group is one of Aventador's Japanese distributors, so they have a few of our intakes on display. the Mini, Porsche 991 Turbo, and also the FK2. There's Bilal talking to a few people. There's the RS5R from ABT. So Bond Group are the distributor for a lot of different wheel brands, ADV1, Anarchy, BC Forged, Tech Art, and they're also Mansuri Japan. So they do a lot of Mansuri conversions, and they're normally very wild, but this Wraith actually is quite tame for Mansuri, and it looks really good. I like the design of the wheels. And they've also got the AMG GT wide body, which again is quite tasteful. I'm liking that. The matte green works really well as well. And they've got a variety of supercars running the various wheels and exhausts that they distribute. So it's ADV1 on an Aston Martin, R8 with some Rotiform wheels, and a Tech Art Porsche Cayenne. It's a really cool new G-Wagon from JCW Design, and next to it, like I said earlier, it is the year of the Jimny, and that is a really cool looking Jimny. I don't know what it is about these, I just love them. But look at that. I actually like this one better than the Liberty Walk one, to be fair. Recaro interior. Wide fenders, side exhaust. Just need to convince my wife she needs one for the school run. I've never heard of this exhaust brand before, but the quality is absolutely stunning. Look at those welds. And a proper merge collector. Stunning work. Much of this in the UK or Europe, Lexus tuning, but this brand Novell have a good presence in Japan. Do some really nice kits for the Lexus. I mean, the RCF's a good looking car anyway, but with a few tweaks it looks super cool. This thing obviously caught my eye. It's a Porsche, so cool straight away, but full carbon fiber body. That's absolutely stunning. Look at that. That's a beautiful car. Beautiful car anyway. Full carbon with some period wheels. That looks absolutely stunning. I want one. These models from Spark really caught my eye. Really nice detail. And over here they've got some Audi race cars which have the Eventually logo on them, because they are models of our Audi distributor Hitotsuyama's race cars. How cool is that? Just the supercars they go crazy on. You've got these little people carrier type things with some insane details. Look at that exhaust coming through the bumper and then going back out again. That's a mental little thing. Although I am a BMW guy at heart, I do have a very soft spot for old JDM, including this 240 Skyline. I just love this style. One of those with an S54 in it would be pretty cool. And my personal favorite out of these four is this Hako. I didn't even know what a Hakosuka was until I drove one the first time I came to Japan. We hired them out and then drove it on Hakone. This one is special. I'm loving that. So many cars to buy. Only limited resources. Look at that. So walking through the hall, I've spotted Dick Sell's stand and they have Studious race car on there. So if you watch my vlog from around August, I went to watch the races in China and covered Studious event there, and as you can see it's got the Venturi branding on there as well, which is cool to see. It's actually a really nice feeling walking around seeing your brand everywhere. Now that's how you do an NSX. Spotted the Honda stand over there, and next to that is the Mugen stand. And I just found out this morning that Mugen are actually releasing their new Civic concept and the Mugen version of the Type R. So let's go check it out. So this is the new Mugen RC20 package. Lots of carbon fiber. Dry carbon fiber bonnet, very aggressive. It's a new bumper, completely changes the look of the car. Carbon fiber side skirts. More carbon fiber on the back. Very, I mean the car's aggressively styled anyway, but this is taking it to another level. Again, dry carbon fiber. And over that side they have the actual Mugen Type R, which was released at the show this morning. So they're saying this is the prototype, but I assume this is the version that's gonna come out. Little details everywhere.
Yeah, if you have anything good, yeah, I'll post your I can do anything good.
I thought this was pretty cool. It's like a Formula 1 car. Transformer with Mugen parts on there, Mugen branding. I think they'd sell these if they made little models of them. New Wing specialise in custom bodywork and interiors. This is their demo R8, which has a Alpil RSR body kit. And you can see the interior's got like these LEDs running around everywhere. And it's got a Rolls-Royce style Starlight headrest. I met the owner of New Wing at SEMA because he came with Study Bob to visit the villa we had. It's a really cool guy. He's not on the stand at the moment. His R8 is looking amazing. He's waiting for us to build an intake for it, he said, so he can put it on. He hasn't changed the intake yet. Not my kind of thing, but at the other end of the spectrum, very cambered, stanced cars. So you've got a real good variety here. You know, you've got those kind of cars there, and then you've got supercars over here. As you can imagine, there's a lot of Liberty Walk cars here. Over on Remus' stand, they're releasing the new M2 competition exhaust, so you can take a look at it. So although it has the same engine as the M4, the exhaust setup is quite different, and because these cars had the petrol particulate filter, all the manufacturers had to redevelop the exhaust to make it work on these cars, and they're all starting to come out now. So if you're unhappy with the sound of your M2 competition, you're going to have a lot of options soon, including Remus, Akrapovic and Super Sprint. Don't get much wilder and crazier than this. A Nissan Juke converted to snow tracks with an extra wide body. Japanese carbon fiber body kit manufacturer Varis has this crazy looking GTR on their stand. They call it chopped carbon. It's what is currently on trend with carbon fiber. It's the forged carbon process. So last year we saw a Mansouri G-Wagon 6x6 with the full kit. So more and more people are doing these. So this is like the kind of OEM finish you get on the Huracan as well in the engine covers. Looks pretty cool. So we've got GT86, Civic Type R. Now that's how you RX-7. Again, if you watch the channel, you know I really like these cars. I'm loving that body kit. Not 100% sure on the back, but the actual kit itself is cool. RRemember right next door. Very well known for their rotary work. So as you can see, there's loads of old school Japanese brands. If you're into JDM, you would know about Project Mu, HKS, Exedi, Blitz. So they all seem to be in this area. Kind of grew up with these brands playing Gran Turismo. That's how you learn all of them. First time I saw this brand was a video doing the rounds on YouTube and Facebook where they were doing this metal work to an R35 GTR. The amount of man hours that goes into creating something like this is mind-boggling, and look at the detail and design. It's not something that I immediately really like, but I can really appreciate the effort and time that goes into doing something like this. It really is a piece of artwork. I dread to think how long that took and how many people did it. Even got the detailing on the interior. Stunning. So it's the last morning of the show. We're having to cut our visit to Tokyo Auto Salon a bit short because our distributor Hitatsuyama has invited us to Fuji Speedway because they're doing an endurance race there. So they run a RA race car, and they've also said that we can have some time out in the track in one of their customer track cars. I don't know which one it is, but we'll see when we get there. So I think it's a bit rude not to take up the opportunity to go. Always love to watch a bit of racing, and when you're in Japan and you can get into the pits with the people that you know, it's always fun. So just before I go, these cars weren't unveiled when I was walking around the other day, but Liberty Walk have their new, what they call the silhouette kit for the 458, and that is, if you can notice, it's a wide arch kit, but it doesn't have the rivets that they normally do on that one. So it's like a full on what you would class as a proper wide body conversion. So they've got the red one over there and then the white one here. And as I've mentioned before, Liberty Walk is you either love it or hate it. And a lot of people didn't like the whole riveted look, which is their signature. But these new ones look pretty smart. Again, a lot of people are not going to like that 308, but it looks kind of cool. So I'm just going to say goodbye to our other distributors, Bond Group, that are here. They've done a really good job of hosting us while we've been out here. So we're going to head back over to our hotel, pick our stuff up, and then head over to Fuji Speedway. So we'll see you there. Thank you for watching, guys. If you want to watch more of our videos, you can watch them over here. If you want to watch what YouTube suggests that you might like from our videos, you can watch them over here. As always, if you haven't already, please like our video and subscribe to our channel. If you've got any questions for us, please drop them in the comments below and we'll do our best to answer them for you.